Hi! Today I'm going to show you how to do a hip wrap cross carry. I'm going to use a Lenny Lamb size 6 carrier right now. I probably consider my base size maybe a 5. That's what I prefer because I like to be on the ends of the wrap as opposed to having extra fabric. So this is a size 6. You can do this carry though in a much smaller wrap. So you don't have to have a longer wrap. If you have a shorter wrap, it'll probably be more comfortable, but you can do it with a longer one as well, longer or shorter. So it's very versatile. To start this, we want to imagine which hip we naturally would carry baby, right? When we think of hip carries, unless we're doing a lot of hip carries, in which case we probably do want to kind of switch back and forth. But if we are kind of just practicing and getting the feel of it, what hip do I naturally put baby on? This carrier, we're going to start the wrap on the opposite shoulder. All right, so I found my middle marker, and this one is a little lamb. And I'm going to place the wrap on that opposite shoulder. I'm going to kind of bunch it up to try to keep it going in the right direction. All right, so I've got that there. And now I've got the fabric hanging behind me and in front. I'm going to reach behind. I'm going to take that top rail, the top edge of the fabric. I'm going to pull like that. And one quick way to see if it's bunched is to find the bottom rail, the bottom edge, and pull down, right? So we've got that like that coming around. All right, so now I've got two ends. I've got this one hanging down. I've got this one coming across. I'm gonna kind of finger walk, I guess, this together. I'm gonna try to bunch it up without twisting it too much. And I'm gonna kind of do the same thing here. So I've got my two ends. The one that came from behind me, I'm gonna put under. The one that came in front of me, I'm gonna put over. And I'm going to cross them and go around my body. So they crossed on my right, which is where I want to put baby, and I'm going to tie them on the left. Now, this is a lot of fabric. I could wrap it back around and tie it again, but I'm just going to, for demonstration, just tie it here because I think that when I see it with the extra tie, I think it gets confusing as to where baby's leg goes, and I can always go back and add an extra loop, so I'm going to do that then. So I'm putting this through there, and I'm going to double knot. So I've got one, and then I've got two. Double knot, always for safety. Okay, so now I've got a cross here, and I've got a cross here, right? So I've got two that I'm working with. These are going to be the bands. These are going to become passes that spread over baby. This is a multiple pass carry, and so even when I did that, I got this extra fabric here that I'm just going to push into that knot. Okay. All right, so I've got a front and a back strap. I'm going to take my baby, supporting always, reach from underneath, grab this little front foot, and put it in the front cross first. I'm going to take the back foot, and I'm going to tuck it through the back cross. And so if you have a bigger, more wiggly baby, you may need a little more room. I made this pretty tight because I've got a pretty small demo baby. You may need a little bit more wiggle room. You can always tighten down later as needed. I wanted to make this tight as possible. Okay, so I've got that bottom back leg and front leg in, supporting the knees. I'm going to take this top edge here to help me, and I'm going to pull it over baby's back because I want this to go from knee to knee. Okay, I'm going to pull it up over the back. This baby's going to be arms in. You could do arms out. This baby's going to be arms in. All right, that was the inner layer. That was from the back. That's going to be the inner layer because that's how I remember when we came around. That was underneath. Now I'm going to do the front. So I'm going to find kind of that top edge. I just think that's easier to work with. Once you find that edge, it's a little bit harder if you don't find it. So I'm going to take that again. I want it to go knee to knee. This passes. And bring that over baby's back. Okay. So, okay, baby seams in, right? Baby's knee to knee. They've got that M shape. Maybe I'm not as comfortable though. It's up on my neck. So I'm just going to kind of grab and pull and grab and pull to get that off my neck and move that down my shoulder as is comfortable. Okay. And I made this very with very little slack. But let's say you do end up with slack. You just kind of want to feed it So if this were slacked, you just kind of want to feed it into this knot here and then tuck it into there, and you can always untie and re-knot to retighten to get that, right? And so a bigger baby might settle lower on your hip, right? Because there's more of them, but this baby is still close enough to kiss. They're in a good body position, and I can adjust this to be more comfortable. We see we don't have a lot of bunches, so that's the hip wrap cross carry.